The Lord be with you. A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Mark. With the coming of evening, Jesus said to his disciples, "Let us cross over to the other side." And leaving the crowds behind, they took him, just as he was, in the boat. And there were other boats with him. Then it began to blow a gale, and the waves were breaking into the boat, so that it was almost swamped. But he was in the stern, his head on the cushion, asleep. They woke him up and said to him, "Master, do you not care? We are going down." And he woke up and rebuked the wind and said to the sea, "Quiet now, be calm." And the wind dropped, and all was calm again. Then he said to them, "Why are you so frightened? How is it that you have no faith?" They were filled with awe and said to one another, "Who can this be? Even the wind and the sea obey him." The Gospel of the Lord. In a fishing boat like this one, I wonder who would have a cushion in this kind of a boat, because there is no time to sleep. Everybody is working hard to fish or to get something, and somehow there is a cushion, and that cushion, Jesus makes use of it because he falls asleep. And remember that the storms begin to hit the boat, the gales begin to hit the boat, and then the waves begin to break over the boat. But Jesus continues to sleep. Nobody sleeps in that kind of situation. Nobody goes, even blinks an eye in that kind of a situation. But Jesus is deeply asleep in the boat. And the question I normally ask people, especially when it comes to this gospel, is, why do you think Jesus fell asleep? I think the simple answer is that when Jesus fell asleep, because he had nothing to do. Everything was done by the disciples of Jesus. Everything was done by the 12. And he found himself idle. So the only thing is to begin to sleep. And until they started to wake him up, until they went to him and they said, "Master, do you not care? Please wake up, we are dying." And then he got up and changed the situation. And if we are not able, if we are not ready to let Jesus begin to do things in our lives, if we are not able to give Jesus a chance to be the leader of our life, to be the person who is controlling the boat of our life, he might as well fall asleep. And when Jesus falls asleep, then we are by our own. We are trying to do things by ourselves. We realize that the gales would come, the waves would begin to break over the boats of our lives, over the boats of our families, over the boats of the places of our work. If we can't invite Jesus into our lives and ask him to take control of our situations, to take control of our families, to take control of our place of work, then we are in danger that he would fall asleep. And when he falls asleep, then we are in danger of dying. We are in danger of sinking. We are in danger of being destroyed. And it's so important that we must continuously wake him up, because he is there. It's not that he's far away. But at times we don't just have the time to wake him up. We don't have the time for prayer. We don't have the time for reading our scriptures. We don't have the time to receive the sacraments. We don't have the time to pray the rosary, because we are very busy with different things. And when we are busy with different things, that is our own doing. It's not Christ doing it in us. And once we begin to get busy with these things and Christ is not in us, then we are in danger of sinking. My dear brothers and sisters, this morning, it is important to think about the situations of our life and where we are at the moment. Is the ride very smooth? Or are the gales breaking on your boat? Or are the gales arrived? Have the gales arrived? Or are the waves breaking on your boat? Are there turbulences? Maybe we are not praying enough. Maybe we have given up our prayer life for other things. Maybe the sacraments we have ignored. Maybe we are not even reading our scriptures. Maybe we don't find time for Him. Maybe it's an opportunity for us to begin to trace back our relationship with Jesus and begin to invite Him into our lives, into our families, into our places of work, that He may come and take control. And once Jesus takes control, there will be calm, there will be peace, there will be harmony, there will be love, there will be prosperity, and many other things would follow when we begin to let Jesus to take control.